It's the AJ and McCall show.
After the show.
All right, so McCall said, hey, I really need to start this after show off by making producer Butters mad. So what book, what?
Okay.
What?
So I decided this year I really want to start like doing more reading because it's like educational and whatnot.
Yep,
keeping my brain on brain waves. So I got a new book, and this book has been raved about by a ton of people. And just
not me.
Very much. Well, that's dumb because you haven't read it yet. So this book is really, really, really good. So it's a lot of like mental, like how to push past like your limits, that kind of thing, right? Totally in my alley of self-helpery. Loved it so much. So I tell my family, I tell my mom, my mom's like, oh my gosh, I actually just started that book like yesterday, which was crazy. So the book is called Green Lights. And the book Green Lights is by Matthew McConaughey.
Yep.
And I knew that was coming. But I could not wait.
Producer Butters, hold on, wait, I got you. Producer Butters, Producer Butters, I got you. Wait, watch this, ready? Hey, McCall, did you hear about the new show on Netflix? It's the history of curse words. You know who it's hosted by?
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. I was really tempted to watch it, and then Nicolas Cage was on it. I was like, dumb!
By the way, I did watch a movie with Matthew McConaughey.
What movie?
I think it was The Kingsman, maybe?
Uh-huh. I think.
No.
Totally.
No.
150%.
No.
Is that why he liked it? It's because he liked it.
He's not.
No.
He was like, I liked that book.
Not in it. Channing Tatum's in the second one.
No. What's the was the Hitman's Bodyguard?
Nope, that's Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Okay, that one was funny too.
Yes.
So he liked it. He enjoyed that book.
There is one that they're Matthew McConaughey. Because at first it was like, I don't want to watch this movie.
You're 0 for 2 thus
and they're
far.
like, just watch it because it's good. Gosh, what was it?
Was it The Wolf of Wall Street?
No, it's a newer movie that came out like I want to say 2019 maybe. Or this year.
It's 2021, so that would be quite impressive if it did. So, anyway, the book itself is really, really good. I've been a really big fan of it.
Is that the one that's his autobiography?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because it's like an autobiography meets like
Then it's in my family as well. My stepmom wanted it for Christmas, and she got it for Christmas.
Yo, it's so good. Like, there's a lot of lessons. Because the way that his mind works is very interesting to me.
I figured it out.
What is it?
The Gentleman.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that one. That one
I
was really good.
It actually is pretty good.
Yeah. It
Did
was
you
a really
watch
good
Cobra
movie.
Kai?
I haven't seen it yet. Don't tell me.
All of you.
All
Stop
I've been
it.
hearing is the office lady up front talking about it every
Because it's
day.
awesome.
It's good. It's a really, 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 really good.
I binge-watched all of season 3 in the span of about 14 hours.
Oh man, I'm excited to watch it. We started watching Lucifer over the break. I'm obsessed. Except they got to here's the thing that's like shocking to me. There are so many episodes in a season. Like we are on season 3 and it's episode 26.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like,
Cobra Kai's 10.
Freak. I know. Like all of the other ones that I'm used to watching are like short
The Mandalorian
seasons.
was 8.
Right. And so this one, it's like
That was pre-Netflix.
Yeah, I'm on like episode 26. I'm like, oh my gosh, get on with it. I need a spoiler or something. Like they had a big event, and I was like, oh, what's gonna happen next? And basically, they've just like avoided it, diverted in literally every other direction that possibly could happen. I'm like, this is boring. Get on with the storyline. And if the storyline changes from here, I probably will not watch it.
Is that an hour or half hour?
I think they're an hour. I think they're technically like 48 minutes, but
I got 23-hour episodes. Jesus.
26, bro.
That's a lot.
26.
That's a lot.
I am shocked at how many episodes are in each season, but I've really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. But anyway.
Yeah, I was going to start that one, but I never...
It's so funny.
I think I made it through the first episode
I think
yet.
you would really like it. But
I'm sure.
So this book, back to the book, because I got it on Saturday. I read legitimately over halfway through it Saturday. By the time that like we got home, we drove to Preston and then we went back to my house and I read over half of it. It's so good.
There you go, Producer Butters. Now you got to read it.
You got to read it. Oh, man, he'd hate it, though, because he says, all right in there because,
I'm not reading it.
he hates it because he has an accent. He doesn't like his accent.
You can hear his stupid accent
it's
in this
stupid
book.
talking that he talks. He just starts talking, you're like, shut up.
No, he's from the country. He's from Texas.
Talking that he
like,
talks.
it's just how he's from Uvalde. Like, that's just how they talk.
They just start talking
That's
random
stupid. He's
crap.
not from Utah. That's boring. Yeah. It's like country, Texas.
Every
South,
time I see
slap
that
your
Lincoln
mama.
commercial, it makes me want to crash one of those things.
Says the lady who gets mad at me every time I say
You
something
said
different.
Reese's. That's stupid.
No, you don't get to give him crap about it then. I told you I say things the same way everybody in my state does. And you're like, that's stupid. And the Producer Butter's like, Matthew McConaughey and his Texas accent stupid. You're like, whoa, wait a second.
I'm not saying his accent's stupid. It's just his dumb talking. His
It's just
stupid
like
stories.
No, it's totally different. Yours is just a dialect thing.
From my area, what you say is stupid.
I just think that it's stupid that you say Reese's Pieces.
I agree with that.
And Nevada.
No one asked you, Producer Butters.
And Nevada.
That's the last time I defend
Nobody
you.
says Nevada.
Nevada.
It's Nevada.
Pretentious. Nevada.
By the way,
Yes.
season 3 is the only one that has 26 episodes.
Freak, it's so long. Oh,
All the rest of them are like 13, 18, 10, 16, 10.
That's so random.
And I didn't know it
weird.
moved to Netflix.
Yeah, so they just barely picked it up, I think, this last year?
Yeah, August. Yep.
Yeah.
No, 2019.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, McCall, get your facts straight.
My bad. So anyway, I have been a very big fan of watching it, but this episode, it's like, well, what would happen in an alternate universe if one choice was different?
Filler
I'm like,
episodes. I hate those.
stupid.
Yep, filler.
But that's like episode 26. I'm like, this is dumb. Like, you should have some sort of like
Cliffhanger.
big. It's like, I don't care. I don't care about this
I wonder
stupid
if they
filler
were like
episode.
they were canceling the show and then they're like, well, let's just end it this way.
Let's just
Man,
end
if
it
that's the case-
stupidly.
And then Netflix was like, you know what? Let's just keep this going.
Yeah. So what season did it move from? Because what was it on the CW? I think.
After this one? No, it was only on Fox.
Oh, on Fox. Okay. So was it after season 3 that it
Yep.
moved to Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I've been really impressed with the way that Netflix has been like producing shows, for the most part,
We'll see.
and I am hopeful. So what season is on now? 5?
Yes. Middle of 5?
Middle of 5? Are they
Oh,
releasing it like bit by
so
bit?
far behind.
So it says season 5. It says 16 episodes, but it goes 8 and 8.
Oh, so they probably did like
so they did like the first
6
8.
months and then
August
6 months.
21st.
Okay, and then the second 8 like March or something like that. Okay,
It just says TBD, yeah, so I don't know.
to be
I
determined.
mean,
That's dumb.
TBA.
To be announced. That's dumber. It's probably because COVID hit. They're like, well, we better hold on to this golden nugget.
So speaking of that, Cobra Kai comes. They released it a week early.
Right.
And so Ashley and I binge watched it.
I was
14 hours.
shocked, by the way.
Yeah, me too. So we finished it, and I'm like, okay, when's season 4 going to come out? And the title of the article I read says, won't have to wait as long for season 4. Now, keep in mind, Netflix dropped 1 and 2 over the summer.
Yep.
And then released 3 in January. So you're talking a span of like 6-ish months. Probably a little less than that. The article says won't have to wait as long for season 4. And I'm like, oh, it's great news. So I'm reading. They're like, oh, they're filming now. They're going to be done filming in April. I'm like, oh, that's great. So it's going to be out like this summer or something? And it's like, probably December or January. How is that not waiting as long?
Yeah, that's a long time.
Hold on a second. Did you say Netflix?
Yeah.
I thought it was on Disney Plus.
No.
Cobra Kai?
It's Netflix.
Yeah.
Because Netflix, I think, officially hasn't made anything yet. Because I believe season 3 was done already by the time Netflix
It was, because it was in like YouTube. Because YouTube had
YouTube
it.
Premium started it.
Oh.
And so then it went on to Netflix.
So
this is like
to
their
everything
final.
that is
Yeah.
holy. If Netflix messes it up,
Yo.
There's going to be so many streaming services. It's like,
Oh
There
my
already
gosh.
are.
Discovery Plus just started.
stupid.
Like,
So
I
stupid.
keep getting notifications and advertisements for it. I'm like, no.
Peacock is the worst. I got it for
Stop
free, and it's like every day 45 emails about what's on. I'm like, I don't care. You have The Office. Yay.
You know,
Leave
I'm
me
thinking
alone.
about. So I have Apple TV because I got my new phone, and so it came with a year free of it. But I don't know how to like
Use it.
watch it. Like, do I have to buy an actual Apple TV? Because they had those for a while. I don't know if they still have them, but I don't
have them.
Do they have like an app?
I would think so.
Like, could I get an app on like the Xfinity stuff?
I think so. I believe it's an app. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because like if I could get that set up, then I guess that's fine. It's not going to be like a big deal.
I don't want to pay for the streaming service. But
I don't either.
Their TV shows that they have on there look super good.
I know, and that's the only reason why I was like, you know what, I should actually download this and get signed up.
Apple TV was just the streaming service. Like that's all it was. It's like Netflix.
I thought so.
Yeah, but it's like.
I think it has an app. I'm with you. I think it has an app.
Yeah, there's an app. Like I know there's an app on my phone. I just don't know how to get it like on my TV.
Search for it.
Hello?
Speak into your X1 voice remote.
Apple TV.
Apple
it's like
TV.
I think what I'll do for
what it
streaming
says.
services is just choose one for the month and just pay for it and then cancel. And then choose another one.
You know, I
binge watch everything, cancel.
So I've been tempted to get Peacock where it does like the free whatever with like Xfinity, but
that's why I have it.
And that's what I'm just curious about it because I really don't want to get like another streaming service because I have Netflix and like that's all I pay for. I have Hulu. It came with my other subscription service to music thing that should not be named. But it came with it, and then I started watching it, and I'm like, this is trash. I don't want to watch ads. I don't want to pay more to watch less ads.
Because you got the one with ad supported.
Well, yeah, because that's what came with my thing.
Yep.
And so it sucks because it's like, I'm not going to pay more money for your stupid service. Like, I just watched it and it's like 7 minutes of commercials. I'm like, this is garbage. Get out of here. Never watching it again.
We have Hulu so Ashley can watch Catfish. That's why we have Hulu.
That's funny.
Huh.
You can just record them and watch them on Xfinity.
McCall, there's a lot of simple solutions I could do, but we just ain't working that way right now.
I don't like.
I can't keep track of it all.
I do not like Hulu. After
using
it,
I don't think it's that great either.
Man, my mom, I was having a conversation with her. She ended up canceling her Netflix. She had Netflix for a long time, but she ended up canceling it because everybody was like mooching off of it and she wasn't actually watching it.
And so
like
world.
all of my siblings have like reached out to her and been like, hey, so when are you going to like get it back? Like, when are you going to start that back up again so that we could like watch? And my mom's like, never. So now she just watches Hulu and she uses it mostly for like The Masked Singer. And I was in St. George with her when The Masked Singer was on. I mean, this has been like, I don't know, a year ago. And I was down there watching with her and I was like, you sit through these commercials? And she's like, yeah. I was like, this is garbage. I don't like it. This is stupid.
I was the one with the Netflix account when I was in college that my brother used and my dad used, and then I switched credit cards or had a number change so it didn't audibly renew, so it canceled it for like 2 days, and I got text messages from both of them. Hey, what's going on with the Netflix? And I was like,
oh man,
I had an issue with my credit card.
I'm sorry,
fixing it.
We're fixing it.
So both of them 2 days off were like, it's okay, we're just gonna get our own. I was like, I mean, whatever, but jeez.
Well, that's the thing.
Good. I'll delete your profile right now.
Go bye.
Sheesh.
Well, that's
Joke's
the thing.
on them. I'm back on theirs now.
So for us, like
that was part of the plan.
For us, it's just
Got him.
Like we don't have anybody else that we would put on it.
It's a rarity these days.
Yeah, because like I don't know who it would be like. Oh yeah, you want to be on? Because it's meh.
You want to watch Cobra Kai? It's awesome.
Right. At this point, I feel like everybody just has it.
Yeah, probably.
Isn't that the crazy thing? Like, you think about the way that it had escalated from the time that Netflix, like, originated and then where it ended up coming from because everyone was like...
wasn't even a streaming service.
I know. And, like, you got to get Redbox. And so you ended up getting Redbox and delivered to your, like, actual discs delivered to your house.
When they were gonna change the name of the DVD part of Netflix to something else.
Yeah.
And then later on, they just did it silently and didn't say anything.
Yeah. And it was just like, meh, whatever. But, like, it's crazy to think about it from the perspective of, like, scaling things. Like, so everybody and their dog has it now.
I got Netflix streaming back in like 2009, back when it was just
holy cow!
Like when you got on it, there was like literally movies you'd never heard of.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, because I think we got Netflix.
It did start getting better after that.
Though. Yeah, we were in.
I had it in college.
I think Dustin had it in.
So I could rent movies that I was watching for my film classes. So I didn't have to go to the show.
It's a good idea. No, I think Dustin got it when he was living in Vernal, and then like we ended up getting it like there, and then we canceled it for a little bit because he had to study for his professional engineer's license. And it's like this big long test and whatever. And he's like, if I have this, I'm going to be tempted to watch it. So we just got to get rid of it.
Yep.
And then we got rid of it. And then we moved back here. And I was bored. And I hated just like coming home and being like, I don't have anything to do. So I got it.
The stupid thing for me is when I want to put something on in the background, I have Netflix, I have Amazon Prime, I have YouTube TV, I have Xfinity, I have Hulu. I put on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I watch content that's produced on stuff that I want to watch. That's what's on in the background. I pay for all this stuff, and the one I run in the background's the free one.
That's when YouTube Premium really comes in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have those stupid ads.
Oh, dude. And some of the stuff that I watch, it's like, I swear every 30 seconds, I'm like, I'm so glad that you are getting ad credit right now, Peter Mon, but I swear to you, this ad is ruining my day.
So why is it that some videos that are like a half hour long, there's like 15 spots for commercials, but then there's like others that are like an hour long, but there's like no commercials in it at all.
It's just at the selection of the person who's uploading it. The video has to be over 10 minutes long, at least as far as I was aware. It has to be over 10 minutes long in order to upload. Unless you have like sponsorships and whatever. But then, yeah, you can go in and put them as long as short period of time as you want.
It was literally like every 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite is I play this game where I'm like, oh, do I have to turn my controller back on to exit out to skip the ad or not? And then I wait, and then I'm like, whatever, it's 15 seconds. And I like to wait and see if there's ones that are like 2 hours long, because I've seen the ads that I'm like, why?
Yep.
Why is this here?
Yep. My thing, TikTok has obviously added a ton of ads into, which is awesome. I mean, really cool that they've been able to get it to the position now where they can actually monetize and people can make money off of it. But it's like, you open the app, it opens up to an ad, which right now is Discovery Plus, literally every time. And then you scroll down one because I was watching one, but I ended up closing out of the app and had to like work or something. And then I jump back into the app and scroll down one video and it's like an ad. And I'm like, stop that.
This has been your full breakdown of streaming services.
You're welcome. And books that Producer Butters will literally punch in the face.
That's literally all we talked about.
All right, Yodi's will be in the morning show tomorrow, so look forward to that. This has been the AJ and McCall show.
After the show!